$7-0 since we last was on the air. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't want to get too excited. I don't want to get too big in the head like the big baby over there. I don't want to get anywhere but in the present. Right now, we just a team that's still in third place in the division. I mean, in the conference,
Mhm.
striking to move forward, and that's how I'm going to take it. But them boys are looking good. Welcome everybody.
So
Harlem to
Cleveland,
MSG.
Cleveland is 1 and Boston is 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Still. Yep.
Yep.
Which is fine. You know,
I don't
we
worry
can
about
we
Cleveland.
can we can we can
Cleveland's
deal with
not
that.
going to have.
Boston,
They're
I
not
do
going to
worry
stay there.
about. I don't worry about Cleveland.
Yeah, they're not going to stay there.
They gonna fall apart.
No, I can see Cleveland staying there. Don't mean they're going to do anything in the playoffs.
Mm.
You know, because they have been a good regular season team for the past 3 seasons. So that's who they are. When it comes to the playoffs, it's a whole nother story. Whole nother story. So, how's everybody doing?
Doing
Doing
okay.
okay. How's you? How are you?
I'm doing just fine because my boys are putting in that work.
Yeah.
They finding themselves after that loss to Atlanta, making sure that they have learned from that experience. Because
That's
that,
one team I don't like too, boy.
oh
Mm-mm.
yeah, I don't
I
like
don't
them
like
neither.
no
I don't
Trae
like
Young.
Atlanta.
I don't
Hmm.
like them.
And my
Hmm.
father's from Georgia. I don't care. I don't like
Mm-mm.
no Atlanta.
Mm-mm.
You
And
know,
it's funny, they got to find a way to. They played them 3 more times this year. Can you believe it? 3 more
Three
times.
more?
Yeah, I'm like, come
so
on.
that would be 5, right?
They had to play them an extra game because of the in-season tournament.
Right.
Okay.
So, but they had 3 other scheduled games for them the rest of the year, and I'm like, oh my
Mm.
goodness.
One coming up next month in January.
They got one in February. I think they got one in April.
Mm.
So 3 more games still. It's crazy. But that is what it is. But I don't want to say this, but uh, you know, it's going against what I've always said, but I think I'm going to be quiet with the coach.
he's he's doing his thing, right?
I don't know if he's doing his thing or he just, getting very fortunate.
I don't know. I think it might be a little combo.
Yeah, it
Well,
might be.
I've seen him do things that he in the past has not done. Like I saw him put in players with 5 minutes to go. He emptied his bench.
Hmm.
I was like, what?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And even the commentators, they were like, whoa, Tibbs Tibbs is bringing in his reserves at 5 minutes to go. What's going on here?
Hmm. Hmm.
And also, what I seen him also doing is when people have gotten into uh foul trouble
Hmm.
or had gotten to long minutes, he's made substitutions for rest, and he also made substitutions for uh, uh, he also has called time for rest, which which he didn't do a lot of in the past either.
Hmm.
And playing rookies every now and then too.
Mm-hmm.
But he played rookies doing garbage time. Hey Jim, you muted, Jim. Jim, you muted.
You're showing that I'm not.
You are good now. Don't worry about it, buddy. You're talking to Mr. No Can here, so don't worry about it. But I would agree with you on that one that he has changed up his pattern. He's been able to coach a little bit more to the game instead of sticking to what he calls his norms. Especially like, I mean, in that San Antonio game, I was
So was
to
I.
see, shocked to see um, Brunson and Towns on the bench
On the bench.
in the
Yes.
middle of the fourth quarter. I was like shocked. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And he only brought it back with less than 3 minutes in the game. I'm like, wow. And that was un-Tibbs like. So I cannot fuss about the man that he can't deviate from his norms. And but he has. I give him that. He hasn't he hasn't switched up all the way.
No.
He still stays true to who he is. Strong minutes. I saw statistics earlier today where the top they give the top 5 players who've played the most minutes so far this year, and 3 of them are on the Knicks.
Let me let me see that. Let me see. That would be definitely Hart,
Mm-hmm.
Bridges,
Mm-hmm.
and Anjanobi
Brunson.
or
Mm-hmm.
Brunson.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like you got to be kidding me. But I'm like, why would I be surprised at that? I mean, that's the reality of the dude who coaches the team.
Mm.
But still, to see that out there, I'm like, my goodness, top. But it's resulted into us getting those wins, and I'm not gonna fuss about that.
One thing that he has done too, which is I'm so happy to see him do it. He has played Towns and Achua together.
That was a little bit. It wasn't.
No, several games he's done it, and I love it. I
They
love
played
seeing it.
yesterday together, didn't they?
Yeah, I
Mhm.
love seeing that because that's what Towns. Even though when Achua comes in, Towns still plays the 5, but at least but on offense, he's able to roam a little bit,
Mhm,
and Achua is able to hit the boards.
mhm.
Until the other day, he took Achua out and put Hart back in, and Hart grabbed another 7 rebounds. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, you really can't, plan on hard things outside of hard effort. That's all he's
Mm.
gonna do is give you hard effort. So, and
Yeah.
he does that every time. So I can't fuss about that guy.
Not at all. Not at all.
As much as I want him to, you know, expand his offensive game a little bit, but forget it. I'm not even worried about that anymore.
Nah, hey, listen, man. If he grabbed 12 rebounds a game and scores 7, 8 points a game, I'll take that every time.
Hmm.
Yeah, because he himself says, that's his job.
Mm.
If he has to score, he
I can't
scores.
I can't hear anything Jimmy's saying.
Really?
Let me check
We
my
can.
volume, man.
No, you good. It's just the guy,
No, I
the
just
beard.
can hear. It's not you, Jimmy. It must be my
Yeah,
Internet.
yeah,
yeah, my device.
the beard is covering his ears. So you know. So I don't understand about that guy. Yeah, if I could find that stat again, man, but that was amazing. But either way, they and it's funny. I was supposed to get tickets for yesterday's game in
Oh,
Maryland, in
Hmm.
DC. So a friend of mine who lives in the area. Last year we went to a game with the Wizards, but not against the Knicks though. But and it was easy to get to the stadium. So I when I saw the schedule this year, I told myself make sure I put it on the list to go get tickets for the game, and I just totally forgot.
Wow.
Life just got in the way, you know.
And now
I
that's
was going.
something I would like to do. I like to go to a game in Washington.
Hmm.
That would have been
It's a cool
cool.
arena. It's a cool arena, you know. The seats we had were pretty decent, half court, decent price for half court. I was like, this is cool, you
Good.
know. But next time, I don't think they probably played them again this year, later on this year, but I don't think it's on a reasonable day. Um, yeah, they don't play them again this year. Yeah, no, they play them in at home in March. So no.
Of course,
Mm.
again, they wind up almost getting beat by one of these teams that's just running and gunning.
Mm-hmm.
And Washington was shooting like crazy yesterday.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah, they
that
were.
one player? What was his name? Champion?
Oh, Champagne.
Champagne? Oh my
Mhm.
goodness.
I thought it was champagne.
Champagne.
Champagne, yes.
He's from
He was,
he's from this area too. So
Yeah.
him and his twin brother.
oh, he's a twin.
Yeah, he
Okay.
plays with San Antonio.
Hmm.
But they were shooting.
Mm-hmm.
At one point they were 13 for 26.
Mm-hmm.
I said, that's 50%. You kidding me?
Yeah.
They're the what is it? The in last place, the 3 points, the team as a team
They're 5-24.
I think
Are they?
who
in the league.
yeah,
I think they're
I
sitting on
thought
last
New
place.
Orleans had a worse record than them. Yeah, New Orleans have a worse record than them.
Oh,
They
They've
do?
lost more games. They've lost more games than Washington.
Oh, well,
Same number.
but they also have one more game, right?
No, same losses, same wins, same, but they have more losses.
Really?
They're 5-27.
mm.
The Wizards are 5-24. So
But this,
they at least they're playing hard. Let's say not trying to just give it up. We'll see, but we'll see what happens in this game coming up on Monday because
Mhm.
they always remember what happened with the Nets and they played them a back to back. That first game of the back to back, they played their hardest, and then the second game they just play they ain't really care anymore. So we'll see what happens when this next game with Washington if it's going to be a cakewalk for us. But I mean they played the right way too. You got to think they Knicks were just coming off a tough game against the Orlando.
Mhm.
The day after that they had to fly up to DC. And get themselves ready up
they
for this team, and it
they
was a
didn't get
bunch of young
in.
guys.
They didn't get
You know.
into 2:30.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's a bunch of young guys. All they got is keep running
Yeah.
and see if they catch up. But they stuck into it, and so I
But
can't
the
fuss
Knicks,
about that.
but the Knicks tend to have a problem with these teams that run and gun like Detroit,
Yeah.
Washington.
Yeah, when they got big guards, yeah, definitely big guards too,
Yeah.
big league
Yeah,
guards, yeah.
yeah. These guys
Indiana.
they just run and
Let's not forget Indiana.
Who?
don't.
Indiana. They're tough
Who?
to get.
Mm-mm.
Who?
Mm-mm.
Knicks have a tough
Who?
time getting.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Who?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I
I
guess
don't. We don't speak of that English.
I
Mm-mm.
blasphemed, huh?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
You talking another language over there, Jimmy.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You
Mm-mm.
know.
I like to see them go against them because I like to see them beat them. I haven't liked them since back in the day with the certain
Reggie.
individual, which we won't mention his name.
Yeah, certain individual. Yeah, that's true. Can't get on. But when you look back at the so far in these past 6 games since we wasn't on the last week, it was the game against um Minnesota. They surprisingly they blew them out. I didn't think they were gonna blow them out. That
Mm.
game I had actually signed off as a loss for that game, thinking they was gonna come after the game from Orlando, flying into have too many days off. I think that was going to be a lost game, but they put the work in. I guess Tibbs ran them into practice and got them in situations where they was able to really scout the team properly because they defended them and played in a way that was beneficial for them, which was let Randall do his Randall things.
Mhm.
Yep,
We play off that,
yep.
and they play right into his hand. Let Randall do Randall things, and we just
is
blew him out after that.
isn't that the
Mhm.
game where Towns had 40 something?
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
So.
he's been playing tremendous.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You got to give the guy. I mean, I've always liked him. I've always wanted him, but he's playing even better than I thought he was going to play.
So it's a good
Do,
fit.
do, 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 do do we remember him saying that? I don't have it on tape.
Yeah, right.
Big Baby saying that he wanted cat, 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 cat.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if I got that on tape, bro. I'm sorry about that, but if I do, and then I'll give you a cookie.
I've always liked that guy.
Okay.
To be honest, I was upset with the trade because they lost Hartenstein. Not so much because they lost Randall.
But they had no they had no choice with Hartenstein.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying that, they had a choice. I'm saying they had to give him up, but I was just upset that they lost him. But when they got Cat, I was like, this kid is way better than Randall. That kid is incredible.
But it's interesting that you pointed out the Hartenstein effect of it. With Hartenstein, we still wouldn't be this potent
Mm-mm.
because what's really
Yeah,
opening up this team is that the cat portion of it because he opens up everybody else.
Yes,
yeah.
Everybody else has space to execute. That's and with
because
Hartenstein, you
now
didn't have.
you have to guard the center.
And
Mm-hmm.
he's also a good 3-point shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Not
And
good.
he's
He's not
excellent.
good?
He's borderline great
Okay.
3-point shooter.
Okay. All right.
Well, he shoots like 40% from the 3-point. That's incredible for a big guy.
Yeah,
He,
he's he's
he
he's
he's a
he's hitting them.
self-professed best big man shooter in the league history.
Mm.
And they say it too. You don't have to say it. They say it.
Yeah,
That's what
I
they
mean,
labeled
I
he,
him.
mean, the numbers say he is.
Mhm.
yeah, the big man shooting 5 threes a game. He's making 45% of them. So I mean,
Yeah.
so you can't beat that. With a baseball bat, right?
And and what's interesting about him too, Tibbs, and this is something that I don't think Trevor thought was going to happen. I mean, I'm just speaking. I never heard you
You
say
speak.
this.
Okay,
I
okay.
never heard you say this, but I'm just because I know you wasn't crazy about the trade. Um, but
I wasn't crazy about Towns coming here.
yeah, I know,
Period.
I
Hmm.
know, I know.
Hmm.
Um, but Tibbs has him playing defense too.
That he does, and I'm shocked. But he's getting in foul trouble too much. He was at two
Well,
Yeah.
fouls
because
first quarter. You
well,
know
because he's reaching and stuff, like
that
Clyde,
that ain't defense.
huh?
That ain't defense. If you
I
reaching,
know,
that ain't defense.
I
Mm-hmm.
know, but and they were just saying the other night is that they've been working with him and on in the film room on not reaching, playing
Mm-hmm.
defense with your feet, not your hand.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so, but regardless whether they get defensive problems now, especially now, his foul trouble is not as bad as it was in the beginning of the first 20 games,
Mm-hmm.
because now at least you got a backup like a Chua who plays
Mm-hmm.
good defense as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At one time, the first 20 games, all you had was a big scrub coming in after him. And so you're like, oh my goodness,
Who's
so
the
you got
big
in foul
scrub?
trouble, we
Who's
were
the
in
big scrub,
trouble.
man?
Huh?
Who's the big scrub?
What's his name, Trevor?
I don't know who you're talking about.
The big scrub.
That center, I forgot his name.
You're not talking about what's the Huck Porty?
No, he don't play.
You're
He
not,
plays,
you're
he
not talking
plays
about
like 1 or
Sims.
2 minutes every now and then during garbage time.
Sims?
Sims.
He's just not
He's
an
not
offensive
bad.
player. He's good defensively. He's
Yeah.
you can't count him in for offense at all. And he offense he contributes is a gift. But he's a good he's a decent, I won't say good. He's a decent defensive player. I think so anyway.
You see the difference between him and Achua?
Oh, definitely.
Him and Achua, oh yeah, definitely.
Achua
It's like night and day.
is
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Achua is 1,000 times better than him on defense and offense.
Yeah. Well, he's just
And,
defense. He's just strict defense.
and so a person who can't score in the NBA, you know what they call them? A scrub.
But Glenn, what's the kid that's hurt?
Huh?
Mitchell?
The kid that's hurt? Mitchell. He's not a scorer either. But he's good defensively. He's excellent defensively. He's not good. He's excellent defensively.
As long as
Sims
he's
is
not hurt.
good defensively for the
Yeah, but
amount of minutes he plays.
at least he can get like 8, 9 points a game, grab 12 rebounds, maybe get two blocks, something like that. But you know, this guy, man, listen, he's a scrub.
Y'all wasting your breath talking about,
You sure are.
talking to him about that. So
You
let me correct myself. I had to go get the stat again. That was before the game against Washington that they were top five. There was three of the five, but I stand corrected. Four of the top six are Knicks.
Mm.
for what?
Minutes played.
4 of the top 6. That would be, so who's the fourth one?
So
Towns?
it's Bridges, OG, Hart,
Oh,
Brunson.
and Brunson. So OG was in there. Okay.
Hmm. I had to go get the stat. I'm like,
Yeah.
but
So
in the top 20, all starting five in the top 20.
where's Towns and rebounds?
I thought he was leading the league at a point in time. At a point, yeah, he was leading the league yeah, he's number one.
Yeah,
Total rebounds,
he's
and average per
averaging
game.
13.5 rebounds a game.
Yeah, overall rebounds and overall rebounds per
And
game.
where's Brunson in scoring?
I don't think he's in the top. He's top 10. Hmm.
Do you think those two guys make the All-Star game?
They should.
They should.
Now, whether it'll be starting, I don't know. They got to vote. So, and I don't know if New Yorkers be voting. They don't. That's one
But,
thing that
but
historically they don't do that.
okay, but what center could start over Towns?
If it's a vote, it could be anybody.
I know, but I'm saying who?
It shouldn't be. It should. I don't see anyone in the East topping
Embiid?
him. Topping him. I don't think so.
Not Embiid, no.
Mm-mm.
He
He
will
don't
get
play
voted.
though.
He can get voted in though. That's the thing.
He don't play. He's always hurt.
Or pouting.
True.
But don't the coaches pick players also?
The coaches pick the reserves. The fans pick
The
the
starters.
starters. Hmm.
So you're gonna want to get people like Porzingis and
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Joker, Djokovic.
He ain't the West though, but
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
hmm
Just thinking overall.
I know I get the 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 option to vote, and I do the whole Nick team. I don't
Mm-hmm.
pick anybody else.
Mm.
surprise, surprise.
Why would I pick anybody else?
No,
You know,
nobody else in Trevor's eyes is even
No,
worth
Trevor,
talking about.
Trevor.
Forget about voting
The
for.
real question is, why would you pick anybody else over the Knicks?
there you go. You know,
Why you
I
pick
ain't,
anybody else over what?
Over the
Over the
Knicks.
Knicks.
Well, I know Towns is definitely the best center in the East. That's for sure. I wouldn't say he's better than the Joker, but he can hold his own when it comes to the Joker.
mhm.
But I don't think he's better than the Joker. But in the East, there's no center that can touch him.
Mm-mm.
Rebounding and scoring, his passing has been really, really good. The guy's playing. You know, when Brunson goes to the line in a lot of these arenas, people are chanting MVP, MVP,
Mm.
MVP, and I'm saying to myself, that's true, but that's because you like him.
Mm.
But Towns really could be considered an
Mhm.
MVP right now.
Mhm.
He really could. Because what is he averaging? He's averaging like 24,
24, 13,
13.
and
3. Mm-hmm.
mhm.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to put my vote in, so I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, so that's that's my boy. I like him, man.
Yeah, and I said it. I underestimated dude. You know, I take back every. I didn't have much of an expectation for dude coming here, so
and one thing I love about him, when he goes to the basket, you you look out. The boy goes to the basket.
he gonna put it on your head. Definitely
Yeah,
gonna
he
put it
go
on
to the
your.
basket strong. He don't be diving around.
Those
he
with
may
bad intentions.
he may not be able to jump that high over the rim, but he can get he do it enough to put it on your head.
Mhm.
Yeah, when he go to the basket, he go to the
Hmm.
basket. He's like, get out of my
Mhm.
way or pay for it
Hmm.
because I'm coming in there.
Hmm.
And you can't stop him.
Nope.
Because even the boy San Antonio, that stick doll in San Antonio, he ran
Yeah.
over him a couple of times.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Now that kid, I think is how you say his name in Washington,
When
Sarge.
Sar. It's
Star.
Sorry.
Star.
Sar.
He's pretty
Hmm.
good.
Yeah.
He blocked that last shot, that last attempt where they could have won the game.
Yeah,
He tipped that ball.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's pretty good. He really is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's like, what is he, 19 or 20?
Yeah, I think he's 19.
Yeah, young guy. Hmm.
Incredible.
I don't think he's gonna have his whole career in Washington
Probably not.
unless they
They
lock
got
him up.
they got a lot of young players on that team, which is surprising. You know, hey, if you continue to draft in the top multiple picks in the top 10, you should have some talent on your team. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah, but right, they need a solid point guard.
and you got rid of him. He's playing for San Antonio now too. No, Phoenix.
Oh yeah, yeah, yes,
But
yeah.
the guy they got, Carrington, he's a rookie. I liked him at Pitt last year. You know,
How do you follow
um,
all these college people, man?
I like college basketball.
Mm-mm.
I can't get into college.
Mm-mm.
You
I
know,
do certain teams. I like to see certain teams.
I mean, you know, I like college basketball. You know, unfortunate this year I haven't watched as much. I've been focused primarily on my Knicks, so I really haven't given too much chance to the league. But I need to get back into it, especially specifically what's beginning of next year, beginning of the year.
Years ago, I used to watch St. John's a lot.
Mhm.
Well, they were really good back then.
Yeah, because I like
Good now,
Mark
St.
too.
John's,
Jackson
They're pretty
Georgetown.
good now.
and Chris Mullen and
Mm-hmm.
Walter Berry. I like those guys, but I haven't watched college basketball on a regular. Like I may watch a little bit of the uh
NCAA tournament.
March
Hmm.
Madness.
Hmm.
I watched a little bit of that, but
Hmm.
I'm not a big college guy.
See, I watched before, before the regular season started. They were being a lot of tournaments. I watched some of those games. I watched like Connecticut when they lost, the Hawaii Big Maui Classic. They lost those three games. I was shocked at that. That was surprisingly. But they still a new team together. I watched the Duke. I watched a lot of Duke games. Um, the Rutgers game. I wanted to see the two young guys there. So it was pretty cool, pretty good opportunity to see them. But there's some other players I've been hearing about that I want to pay more attention to. And
I just can't watch any basketball.
mhm.
Like when in baseball, I can watch any baseball game except for the Yankees. I can't watch the Yankees, but I can watch anything with any baseball.
You almost got muted on that one, but I'll
Yeah,
let
I
you
mean,
I
pass.
don't get that.
I can't. I don't. I hate them. But
What?
but I watch. But I can. But I can watch even little league baseball. I can even watch girls softball. That's how much I like baseball. I love it.
I watch college softball. I do watch that.
I watch
Yeah.
girls softball.
Yeah.
But in basketball, I really only watch the Knicks. I don't really watch other teams
Like I've been
that
watching a lot of the women's
South
college
Carolina.
games. No,
Uh,
it's no.
did you
As much
say
as I
no?
like Dawn, as much as I like Dawn, no, I
She's
don't
a
watch.
good team.
I don't watch Dawn. It's her
Oh,
team.
wow.
I watch um,
Iowa.
Notre Dame,
uh,
UConn, USC.
Okay.
Hmm. I
I
gotta
like
see Joe.
UConn.
And Notre
You
Dame, Notre Dame girls been
UConn.
killing it.
what you watch UConn men or women?
Women.
Actually, I watch both.
Really?
Yeah, I watch the men too, but I prefer watching the women.
Yeah.
Because I usually turn the game on to see how if they're up 20, 30 points.
I still like
The
South
competition
Carolina.
is closer now. They
Yeah, I
can't
know.
they
I
The
can't.
know.
game has changed a lot
Yeah,
I
too.
get shocked.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Well,
what?
You can't.
not just the game has changed, but the quality of the women's game,
Yeah, them girls
they
be
have
working.
really improved. Them girls can
Them
play
girls
now, man.
Hmm
be working, boy.
You know.
Well, yeah, the talent is more spread out. It's not just on one team anymore. That's the biggest
Correct.
difference.
Like it
Yeah,
was on
right.
UConn. It's for
So
you.
that's why you've seen a more of a quality product because more of the talent is on all the teams now.
Yeah, because at one time it was just
UConn,
That was it.
yeah,
That was it.
you know.
yeah.
Because didn't South Carolina go undefeated last year?
Last year, yep,
Yep.
But they already lost this year, right?
They've
yeah,
lost a couple games.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the team has they left. Their really good players have left.
Most of them are in the pros now,
Yeah. Yeah.
making $35,000 a year playing basketball.
Sad to say.
Shame, boy.
That's sad.
That's a
Sad to
shame.
say. It's sad, but
And the league is making billions.
No, they're not.
They're definitely making multi-million.
No, they're not. They're making it. They're not making any money.
Really?
Yeah, nope.
With all the advertising and things that they're getting?
They still not making money.
mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I think the highest is what, $100,000
No,
maybe a
it's
year.
300. It's 300.
300.
Yeah. For
I
30
think
some odd games, that's not bad.
I think Caitlin is probably going to be the first $1 million one.
From a salary standpoint,
Yeah,
we'll see.
I think she will be.
We'll see.
Why are you making that face, Crystal?
Because I do like her game. I do, but there was a lot of women in professional basketball. They were
Oh,
good
don't say it too
players.
loud. Don't say it too loud. They're gonna come get you.
I'm sorry. I just think they did too much. I like her, but I just think there was other players already in the league that should have $1 million already. It's a lot.
The funny part, I remember watching her play against Paige Beckers the freshman season. That was a cool game, but Paige got in that game.
Hmm
But you can see, how skilled she was, even both of them as freshmen. So they was phenomenal players at that time in their career. But Paige got hurt too many times, so she's lost a lot of agility.
Mm.
But we'll see what happens when she get in the league. I don't know if she's going to be that effective because she walked like she walked like she got hurt knees all the time already. She 22 years old. I know we're not talking about the Knicks. I know we sorry about that, fans, but I just love good basketball. But
Yeah, exactly. You have to give the kids the girls credit. They
Yeah,
play good basketball now.
game has come a long way.
It's worth watching.
Well, I've been watching it since the '90s, so
I have not. See, I
yeah,
can't say that. I have
I've
not.
been watching women's basketball since the '90s. Yeah.
I watch them pretty regularly now.
Hmm
I've been watching the Knicks since the '60s.
Yeah, you look like it. A lot of love, lot of love, lot of love, bro. A lot of
Yeah,
love.
but really, I've been watching. I thought about it the other day. I said, man, I've been watching the Knicks. I've been a Knicks fan a long time, man.
Been watching them before they won the championship.
Mm.
Yeah, I can't say that.
I remember when Earl Monroe came to the Knicks.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
can't say
Same
that.
here. Yeah, same here.
I remember that. I remember Earl Monroe came to the Knicks.
I remember
I
when
was
I remember when Earl Monroe used to kill the Knicks before he came to the Knicks.
With the
exactly.
Bullets.
And I was so happy.
I was about 12 or 13 years old when he came to the Knicks.
What team did he come from?
The Washington
Washington
Bullets.
Bullets.
And they are known as
Washington Wizards.
Washington Wizards. Okay.
They changed the name because they thought that Bullets was too
Harsh.
yeah,
Harsh.
the idea of
Well,
shooting
it
people
reflected
and
the environment, so to speak.
Okay.
yeah, too violent.
Yeah.
So they changed the name from the Bullets to the Wizards.
Yeah.
So why they change Supersonics?
Well, they moved actually,
No, but they did change it from Supersonics to from Supersonics to the Sonics. Yeah.
Yeah.
and then they got didn't they get in, they don't exist anymore, right? At all.
No, no,
Sonic?
not at
Mm-mm.
all. Mm-mm, no.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they had a good team though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
they
was
had
that
good
guy's
team.
name?
The guy that died recently.
What was his name? What was um
Now I gotta look up Supersonics.
mm,
Because Gus Williams is still alive. He was on that team when they won 79.
mm.
Was it Gus and Ray Williams?
Ray what
Yeah.
no. What was it?
Yeah, Ray Williams' his brother.
Oh man, it was another name though. How much are the tickets for the Knicks going now? Let's say second level or mezzanines.
Yeah, I won't be going to any Nick teams anytime soon. If I go to a game, it's gonna be away. It's
Mhm.
much cheaper.
They want so much money. It's
It's
like,
much cheaper.
oh,
Like the game I went to
Yeah,
this year
it's
was a
actually cheaper to
preseason
drive to
game.
Philly.
Yeah. hmm Is the game I went to this year was a preseason game and it was free, so I'm not
mhm.
fussing.
It's just so much.
hmm Yeah, it's and everything has increased around me, but it's well worth it. I'm happy to see the boys doing well because for so long we've been suffering, so I can't fuss about the progress they've made.
It's true.
You
What
know,
do you
but
have for tomorrow? Because you know it's a rematch.
yeah, so coming up for this week, we have our boys going. We got 4 games this week, and the first one, of course, tomorrow against Washington, and then that's on the road, and then they come home for 1 game against Utah. Then they go back on the road for 2 games, one against the Thunder, next against the Bulls. Those are the 4 games we have this week, and I say about 3-1 for this
3-1.
week as well. The only game that's going to be a challenge, of course, is the Thunder game for me, but
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be if they don't if they don't let Jalen Williams get off, they should win that game. But it's at home against Oklahoma. They're going to be a little up for that game. So, but I say 3-1
Mm-hmm. Three
And
and
which
one.
one you said they're gonna lose?
Thunder game.
That's gonna be a hard one.
hmm
Yeah.
But they have a back-to-back against Chicago. I mean, so if there's anything, if they beat the Thunder, they may lose because they going to have to now fly because flying from Orlando to Washington was not bad, but flying from Oklahoma to Chicago a little bit further, so they may even have even more challenges getting back up there in the wintertime. So we'll see, you know. But I still say 3-1.
Yeah, I say 3-1 too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look confused, Jimmy. What's going on, man?
I'm thinking. I'm wondering about OKC.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Might be 2-2.
2-2. Wow. Okay. All right. Interesting.
I'm hoping it's 3-1, but I'm thinking it might be 2-2.
Nah, I'm going 3-1. The worst.
The Thunder. Is that skinny kid with the curly
Yeah.
hair?
Jay,
Shea Gilgeous. He ain't got curly
No,
hair though.
no,
No.
no, no, no. He's like 7'3", 4.
Oh, he's
no,
hurt.
he's not playing.
He's
Holmgren.
hurt.
What's his name?
Check
He's hurt.
Holmgren. Holmgren.
Check Hogan. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
got hurt early in the season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's still hurt. He's still out.
Yeah.
You think he's hurt because of his size?
He may be too skinny for right now.
He
Mm-hmm.
hurt his back, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he
Because
may be too.
That
Skinny.
boy's nice though.
he will be a problem for us.
That
Yeah.
boy's
Check
nice.
Hogan. He's been out. He said they will be out for about 10 weeks,
Ooh.
Ooh,
and it's a hip problem.
Ooh.
ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's probably because of his size. He's
Mm-hmm.
a big
Need to
boy.
gain some
Mm-hmm.
weight.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jim, do you remember or maybe Trevor might remember, or even Crystal, you might know too. I shouldn't assume just because you're a girl you don't know. What year the Supersonics won? Did they win a championship?
79.
79. Okay.
Yeah, I just looked it up. I'll tell you what, Gus Williams was on the team. Him and Dennis Johnson.
That's the name, Dennis Johnson.
Redhead.
DJ.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Dennis Johnson. Didn't he go to the Celtics?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
Yeah.
and he's
Beat the
dead
Lakers.
now.
They beat the Lakers too.
When?
When he died?
He died a long time ago.
He died about 10 years ago.
Yeah,
No,
I
it was longer than that.
did.
More than that, you
died.
think?
Yeah,
I did not know
What
that.
was the year, Trevor?
yeah. He died. Oh, they won 79.
79, he died? No.
No, 79 they won.
That he died.
No, they won. The Supersonics
No, I'm
won in
asking
79.
Dennis Johnson. Do you know the year he died?
Let me look it up.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
he died a while ago.
he died a while ago. It was more than 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
He's
was
young.
shock when he died. He died suddenly.
he died in 2007,
You know.
17 years
Oh.
ago. Hmm.
Ooh.
And he was late getting into the Hall of Fame, man. He should have got in way before that. I like DJ too, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm. And redhead. He's the killer.
Them freckles.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Did not know that.
Yeah, the Williams boys out of Mount Vernon.
Hmm.
Gus and Ray.
Hmm. Now Ray
Ray's
died.
dead too.
Ray's dead, yeah. He had gone on hard terms, man. Oof.
He had a drug problem, right?
Drug problem, yeah.
Hanging out with
You know.
Michael.
He probably had it before Michael. They came around the same year, so you never
Yeah,
know.
he probably did.
They came around the same year, so
Michael Ray.
yeah.
Cool.
That's when I first was introduced to the Knicks. Those two guys, you know,
Of course, it was a serious backcourt.
serious play. And I remember, Sugar Ray used to kill Magic,
Yeah.
but he didn't last long as Magic.
Yeah.
He couldn't handle himself. Came out of Colorado, woo, New York.
Is his nickname Sugar Ray because of the cocaine?
No, he had that before that. He had that before that.
Yeah, probably returned to that. But
No, it was before that he got that name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got that way before that.
Because he definitely had a cocaine problem.
He did. He got kicked out the league for it, you know.
It's,
Yeah, that was my guy. I got his jersey.
You know, I don't have any jerseys.
really?
Yeah.
I've never been a person who liked to wear somebody else's name on my back.
Oh my, you know.
I'm just telling you.
Ain't nobody even that.
You don't got you don't got Big Baby Davis' jersey, man?
I do not.
Yeah, he need to have that on.
I was thinking about getting a Magic Johnson jersey when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
The closest I ever came to wearing somebody's name on my body was I convinced my father to buy me some Pumas, and they had Clyde written on the sides of the Puma.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I was telling Trevor a couple of weeks ago that the Pumas cost $17.
Mm-hmm.
And my father was like, $17 for a pair of sneakers? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
You know, and PF Flyers and Kids, they were like, what, $3? You know, something like that, $2.50 something. And Clyde, and they wanted $17 for the Pumas.
Mm-hmm.
My father was like, are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
Now a pair of Pumas probably cost $150, maybe even more.
Depending
More than
on
that.
which
More
one,
than
yeah.
that, man.
Mm-hmm.
More than that. More like double that.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Yeah,
I was like, are you nuts? $17?
they're
But
expensive.
they got him.
Yeah, man. Yeah, sugar though. That was my guy.
The blue Pumas with the suede. Now Clyde was my man.
Mm-hmm.
Clyde was my man. I loved him. He was Walt Frazier.
Mm.
And I had a pair of Clydes too. Had him in 78. Had him in 78.
Walt Clyde Frazier.
Mm-hmm. Dating myself, but I don't care.
What you have to do now is just teach them how to dress.
Nah, that's Clyde, man.
That's his style.
Oh
That's
man.
who he is.
Crystal, he's showing you how to dress.
That cow
Oh, is
suit.
that what it is?
That's
Oof.
what
Mhm.
it is.
Mhm.
And
That's
he
his
still wears
style.
some wide lapels.
Yeah.
That's his style.
Leave Clyde
Yeah,
alone.
You probably couldn't afford his jackets.
that is true. That is true.
That is true.
I will agree.
All the stuff is custom made.
Mhm.
Wardrobe is gonna wind up as time goes by. Gonna wind up in.
But
his
I must admit,
feet.
sometimes when I'm watching him, when he comes on the screen, I got to put some shades on because he's too bright.
I'm just like, oh my goodness. The outfits start talking.
Well, Crystal, this is for you. You had Dennis Autry, Fred Brown, Al Fleming, Lars Henson, Joe Hassett, Dennis Johnson, John Johnson, Tom Lagarde, Jackie Robinson, Lonnie Shelton.
Shelton.
I
I
remember him.
remember that name.
Jack
Mhm.
Sigma, Paul Silas, Dick Snyder, Wally Walker, and my man Gus Williams.
Yeah.
That was a 1979 roster for the championship
Mhm.
Supersonics.
Wow.
Mhm. Mhm.
So Lonnie
Starters,
was
the
with them in
starters,
championship.
the starters were Dennis Johnson,
Mhm.
Gus Williams, John
Mhm.
Johnson, Lonnie Shelton, and Jack
Jack
Sigma.
Sigma. Mhm.
So Lonnie Shelton left the Knicks to win a championship with the Sonics.
Yeah.
No, he left the Knicks to go. No, he was.
No, I think it's the other way around.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
went from
I
the
think he
Sonics
came
to
to
the
the Knicks
Knicks.
after he won.
He came
Really?
afterwards. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because the first time I heard of Lonnie Shelton, that I can remember, was when he was with the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
I used to like that boy until he got into that fight. Man, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
He was
No. Jimmy's right.
He is okay.
He was with the Knicks from 76 to 78.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went to Supersonics.
It was Spencer Haywood that did that.
Yeah, he went to Supersonics from 78 to 82, 83. And then he went to Cleveland for 3 years.
Yeah, it was Spencer Haywood that came the reverse. Because
Lonnie Shelton's the one that had that fight with Buck Williams.
He had a fight with somebody, and that was it. That was it for him. The Knicks got rid of him.
Lonnie Shelton.
I don't think it was a Buck
You
Williams.
think so? I don't remember that.
I don't think because Buck Williams was with the Nets.
yeah, ain't too many people fighting Buck Williams neither.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they're saying.
Not too many people want to fight Buck.
But they're saying that's what happened.
Really? What do you mean? Who's saying that?
I'm looking on Google.
But hey, Google says it's right then, right?
Nah.
But Buck was a buck.
Buck was a big boy.
Mm-hmm. Seriously, we done got way off topic, but that's okay. To close out our statements for the day, we're going with 3-1. I don't care what Jimmy say.
Mm.
I hope I'm wrong.
You can keep your 2-2 right in the corner.
I don't want to be right. You know? That old two.
Hey. We gonna get to see that on the other side.
All right.
When is
All right,
Robinson? When is Robinson coming back? Anybody have an idea?
Nah, it's gonna be sometime after the new year.
February, March, February.
Mhm.
February or
I don't
March?
think we're not missing him, are we?
Yes.
It's
We
gonna
are?
be necessary. He's gonna be necessary.
Our in the paint defense is not as good.
Okay.
Right. Too many people, they're getting through. No problem.
Yeah.
I mean, it's decent, and we're winning because we're outscoring people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we need to get stops, we got to get stops. So
Yeah, we're scoring 117 and they're scoring 113.
Mm.
We're scoring 125, they're scoring 120.
Mhm.
What you want to score is 125 and they score 85.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, we want blowouts. Okay. I'll take the win.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take the win too, but I prefer a blowout.
At least I take 125 to 124.
Oh no.
My heart can't take that, Jimmy.
Well, listen,
My heart can't take that.
That's too close.
And
I almost had a heart attack the other night with
the last 2 nights
with the double overtime. I mean with the overtime.
Yeah.
I take deep breaths after them and resuscitate.
Oh man, please! It's killing me. The San Antonio game, it was killing me.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
That San Antonio game, but that was a good game though.
It was a good game, but it was
Few
killing
games
me.
were tough. Man. They were
Yeah.
tough to watch, but I hung in there. Last night was real tough to watch.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of them games in the past. I'll be watching the Knicks and it looked
Mm-hmm.
like that, and I would
And they
turn
would
away
lose it.
because I figured they're gonna lose.
Because
Mm-hmm.
they would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
In the
exactly.
past, they would. Yeah.
They would.
That was one
Now,
I was glad
this-
that I didn't turn away.
The Thunder game is in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma City, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna be a loss.
Mhm.
3-1.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you finally come to this? Oh my goodness.
Hey man, I would look up the Supersonic stuff because I'm trying to figure out. There's somebody who died who was on their team at one time, and I can't think of his name. He was known to be like a rough guy. Can't think of his name.
Don't know.
But anyway,
But that's it. That's it for us today. Harlem2MSG. We coming out for 3-1 for next week. We're gonna see how these boys do. They're gonna do their thing, and no matter what Jimmy says, 2-2. We're gonna boo the 2-2. But if they come back in 2-2, I'm gonna be sorry. So but I say 3-1 confidently.
And everybody who's looking at us, vote for Towns and Brunson to go into the All-Star game.
Yeah, you can vote every 3 hours, which I'm gonna do.
Yes.
We gotta start voting. Vote, 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 vote.
That's the voting you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the only voting I do.
The only voting you do.
Exactly.
Hey.
Sound good.